ever wonder what true wealth really is? I used to think it was all about the numbers in my bank account, the fancy car in my garage, and the designer clothes in my closet. I had it all, or so I thought. I was a successful businessman, respected in my field, living a life many would dream of. But honestly, something was missing. There was an emptiness inside me that no amount of money could fill. I was rich, but I wasn't happy, and I had no idea why. One rainy afternoon, rushing from one important meeting to another, I saw him, an old man, sitting on the wet pavement, huddled under a worn-out blanket. He was a beggar, one of the many I usually ignored, just another part of the city's backdrop. But that day, something made me stop. Maybe it was the serene smile on his face, a smile that seemed so out of place given his circumstances. I walked over, pulled a crisp bill from my wallet, and dropped it into his tin cup. He looked up, his eyes clear and bright. "Thank you, sir," he said, his voice surprisingly strong. "But what I truly have to offer you is worth more than this." I was taken aback. What could this man possibly offer me? Intrigued, I crouched down. "And what might that be?" I asked, a hint of skepticism in my voice. He smiled again, a genuine, heartwarming smile. "A story," he said. "A story about the richest man I ever knew." And so, right there on that damp city sidewalk, he began to tell me his tale. He spoke of a man who owned nothing but the clothes on his back, yet considered himself the wealthiest person alive. This man found riches in the warmth of the morning sun, in the laughter of children playing in the street, in the kindness of a stranger who shared a piece of bread. He measured his wealth not in gold, but in moments of gratitude. He told me, "Every morning I wake up, I am grateful for another day. I am grateful for the air I breathe, for the sky above me. When someone gives me a coin, I am grateful for their generosity. When someone passes me by, I am grateful for the freedom to simply be." His words were simple, but they hit me with the force of a revelation. All my life, I had been chasing more money, more success, more things. I was so focused on what I did and have that I never stopped to appreciate what I did have. I looked at my expensive watch, my tailored suit, and then back at the old man's peaceful face. In that moment, I understood he wasn't the beggar. I was. I was begging for happiness in all the wrong places. He, with nothing to his name, was richer than I could ever hope to be, because he had the one thing I lacked: gratitude. That encounter changed everything. I started to see the world differently. I began to find joy in the little things: a good cup of coffee, a conversation with a friend, the beauty of a sunset. I started volunteering at a local shelter, the very one the old man sometimes stayed at. I learned that true wealth isn't about what you accumulate for yourself, but what you give to others. The emptiness I once felt started to fill up, not with money, but with purpose and connection. The old man taught me the most valuable lesson of my life. He taught me that gratitude is the key that unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. So now, I ask you again, what is true wealth? It's not in our pockets. It's in our hearts. It's the ability to look at your life, whatever your circumstances, and say, thank you. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that I hope will inspire you. I'd love to read your thoughts on what true wealth means to you in the comments below. See you next time.